Дорогие друзья, уважаемые поклонники боевых искусств, это Blacksmith Fight Championship, который проходит в рамках турнира MMA Серия, MMA Серия под номером 17. Это Анапа, это Лазурный берег, это прекрасная женщина, которая прокидает октагон под аплодисменты. Спасибо огромное. А мы представляем вашему вниманию трехраундовый поединок в легком весе. И в синий угол приглашается спортсмен из Анапы. Приветствуйте! Олег Манжуев!
We're watching MMA Series 17 Blacksmith live from Anapa, Russia. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network and seen around the world on the Clash TV app. I'm ENM16 Butlin, and before you here we see the lightweight fighter Oleg Manzhuev. Manzhuev has a record of 5 wins and only 1 defeat. 4 of those 5 wins coming by big TKO or KO. Explosive power in those hands for this lightweight. We saw him last time out on MMA Series 7 for the regular viewers who remember, and he unfortunately lost that fight by decision. His first loss. And I'm sure Manzhuev has come back here looking to impress and get back to his knockout ways. Final instructions from the corner, and he will make his way into the blue corner.
Спортсмен в красном углу представляет Ростовскую область. Приветствуйте, Сергей Муралов!
His opponent making his way down to the red corner for this lightweight contest. Before you there, you see Sergey Muralov. Muralov has a record of 10 wins and only 5 defeats. 15 professional fights is some record. Experience there. 7 submission wins out of those 10s, with wins coming from armbar, rear naked choke and heel hooks. However, if you look at his record closely, he has been choked in 4 out of his 5 last fights. So a very strong record and a much better record 5 fights ago. Now, Oleg Manzhuev could be looking at this as a man who's been rattled. Is he there for the taking? Is he the fighter he was at the start of his career? He's still only young. Manzhuev not known for his chokes, he's known for his TKOs and strong punches. Will he be looking for a finish, or will Muralov look to get the submission and get back onto winning ways himself? Very interesting fight on paper. Lightweight contest, MMA Series 17 Blacksmith.
Итак, господа, это легкий вес, весовая категория до 70 килограммов. Представляю оппонентов. Спортсмен в синем углу. Ему 26 лет, рост 178 сантиметров, профессиональный рекорд в 6 боях. Всего 1 поражение. Он представляет клуб «Кузня», город Анапа. В синем углу Олег Манжуев. Его соперник в красном углу. Ему 24 года, рост 182 сантиметра, профессиональный рекорд. 10 побед, 5 поражений. Он представляет Федерацию панкратиона Ростовской области. В красном углу Сергей Муралов.
MMA Series 17 Blacksmith. This is a lightweight contest between Manzhuev in the blue and Muralov in the red. Manzhuev big, heavy striker takes centre now. Sharp jab though back from Muralov. Jab, uppercut. Manzhuev putting a lot into these shots. Spinning back kick from Muralov. Again showing he's got some striking, but he drops down for the level change into the clinch. On paper, definitely suggests Muralov will be wanting to take this to the ground and try to work submissions. Manzhuev, the strong ground and pound fighter, now in top position in guard. Muralov with finishes from armbar from guard already in his career. Looking to control the head, really work those legs up high. Looking to push the arm back for the armbar. Elbows coming over the top from Manzhuev. Looking to crush him against the fence. Ground and pound. You put the guy against the fence, especially onto the corner post there. On the rounder fence, this is a softer fencing than you see in a cage, an octagonal cage with a solid sides. But you can still put them crushed up against, which makes it a lot harder for the guard work to get the legs up high, start to work for the submissions. So good ground and pound tactic to put the head into that fence. Against the corner post there and working the strikes in. Seriously reducing the risk of the guard work. There you see good work from Muralov, who's moving away from the fence, trying to get into open space and trying to cut an angle, move his hips out, try to work his legs. He's got his head well away, and again Manzhuev turns round, tries to put the head towards the fence, work forwards. The tapes come loose on the glove there. Muralov well spotted from the referee as the action continues. If you're watching at home on the Clash TV app, remember to score for your favourite fighters, clap for your favourite fighters, and keep any questions coming. Head control from the bottom, Muralov looking to ground and pound and working. Manzhuev looking to try and pull the arm behind the back, Khabib style there, which makes it a lot easier to get the clean ground and pounding, which he's doing with the left hand now. Big left hook shots there. Muralov looking dishevelled from underneath. Again, it's that big left hand coming down as Muralov has turned onto his right hip, leaving himself open for the left hand shots. Nicely controlled to the hips as well by Manzhuev, who's keeping the hips close to him, and he uses his elbow in when he turns them onto the side. Blocking a lot of the hip movement, which can again be good for the guard work. Hip guard now, as Muralov tries to work something with those legs. Damage under the left eye. Elbow comes across. Look how he switches from trying to work the legs up to the grapevine on the inside of the legs of Manzhuev. So Muralov's trying to straighten out the legs, just trying to take the base away and takes any strength out of the ground and pound that Manzhuev's putting in. Really trying to mess him up, make him keep thinking, but it's not really stopping this ground and pound onslaught. Now from the half guard, you'll see a lot more power in this left hook now. Muralov does the right thing, moves his hips out to the side and gets his legs back up into the guard position. Again, using his left leg behind the shin and just trying to straighten out the base, just trying to take the power off the knees so he can't get any weight into the shots. So he's doing things right, Muralov, to defend. But unfortunately for him, Manzhuev showing great power and strength as he controls him and fires the shots in. Foot onto the hip. But totally shutting down the guard work here as Manzhuev grounds and pounds in to a first round win for me. This is MMA Series 17 Blacksmith, brought to you by the Football Sports Network. And if you're watching around the world on the Clash TV app, please score for your favourite fighters, clap for your favourite fighters. Manzhuev there, on paper, 34 strikes out of 56 landed, and most of them from this ground and pound position inside the guard. Look at that heavy elbow. Big shots coming in from the right hand. It was the left hand that I felt did the most damage in that round, as Muralov was turned onto his right hip and just leaving himself open for left hand strikes. Huge difference in punches there. As we go into round number 2. Smile on the face of Oleg Manzhuev. Must be feeling confident after that first round. Here we go, round number 2. Manzhuev blue, Muralov red. Manzhuev comes out strong. Must be feeling confident. He knows he's got the strength in the clinch and the ground and pound work. Let's see if he starts to work his strike standing now. Body kick. Sharp jab, doubles it up. Again, clean jab. Flying knee is caught there from Muralov. He's going to try to keep hold of this all the way to a takedown. Use the opportunity, sprawled back by Manzhuev. And look there, he jumps guard. He'd rather be on floor, he'd rather be in guard than taking those strikes. Now, can Muralov work his legs up? Again, he goes for the grapevine underneath first. Head control from inside the guard, but again, heavy elbow, nice short strong elbows coming over the top from Manzhuev. Looking to push the arm down, is looking for the triangle. Again, switches to the closed guard now from the lower guard. You see the 3 sort of positions for your guard. You can have the lower guard where you had the legs grapevine, then you go into the sort of closed guard, and that's usually a stopping point for climbing your legs up high for the high guard where you can get your arm bars and triangles from. Again, controlling the head, but the ground and pound shots are coming through. He's not stopping these shots. He switches back to that lower guard with the legs hooked. Here we are, round number 2 of 3, MMA Series 17, lightweight contest between Manzhuev, who is sat in the closed guard of Sergey Muralov. Muralov, the more experienced of the two, 15 professional fights compared with 6 for Manzhuev. But on a losing streak, really here, Muralov. And Manzhuev is certainly took the first round and is starting to dominate in the second. Control against the fence, shutting down the guard work and chopping in these shots. They're heavy shots, you can hear them there, thudding into the body and then into the head. 3 bellowing punches there to the ribs of Muralov. Muralov finding it much harder to move his head away from the fence in the second round. Manzhuev's forward pressure, moving in, making the guard work very difficult. Again, you hear those shots bellowing into the body. The damage to the floating ribs from these shots. It's not a nice feeling, but on top of that, when those ones are going in there, the left hook ones into the floating ribs, they're also hitting into that liver, and the liver shots can really take the wind out of you, the energy from your body. You can be winded from shots in the solar plexus down the middle. both sides in the floating ribs, but also with that side, the left hook there to the body, the liver shot as well gives you a real shock. And all these things contributing to making it very difficult for Sergey Muralov to work his guard, as he just sits with his legs closed in a closed guard. There's no offense really at all coming back. Oleg Manzhuev grinding forwards here, body, and then that big elbow over the top there. There you saw Muralov looking to try to get the sweep as the elbow came down, using the momentum of the body. That's his opportunity to get sweeps is from when the body comes up and the strikes come down. But at the moment, I just think the pressure, the nice hip control from Oleg Manzhuev is going to make this very difficult. He shut down any sort of offence coming back from Muralov, and he's just grinding away with his own offence. Muralov looking to turn the angle round there as he has the head controlled, the arm tight, but nothing there. And another clear round for Oleg Manzhuev. How will Sergey Muralov feel walking back to that corner? Let's see the replay here. Body, and then big head shot. Classic ground and pound to try to bring the elbow down as you fire into the body, and then bring the elbow or the punch over the top to the head as the arm is down. There you see those body shots again, bellowing into the lower ribs, the floating ribs. And that is 120 thrown punches, 92 landed. High percentage and high work rate, compared with only 18 thrown and 8 landed from Muralov. Huge difference there in strikes landed. Huge difference in control in this fight. What can Muralov do in round number 3? He doesn't want to pull guard like he did in number 2. Unmarked, smiling and confident. Coming into round number 3, Oleg Manzhuev in the blue, Sergey Muralov in the red. MMA Series 17 lightweight contest. Big punches again, every shot heavy in that clinch. Closes the distance and fires from so close. That was a big shot again, and he's dropped down to his feet. That rocked him. Muralov chose to maybe jump to the floor there. A question from Clash TV app. What can Sergey do to come back? Well, he needs a knockout or a submission, and on paper it doesn't look like a knockout is likely. So this is what he needs to do. While the head's down here, he needs to get the legs up, work the angle, and look for the arm bars and triangles. He does not want to let Manzhuev get his head up against the fence. His only chance of a win, I believe, is to pull a submission out from somewhere. Can he catch Manzhuev as his head's down in a position where he's looking to strike, and can he catch him slipping? To work the submissions, generally high guard submissions, so the submissions where he's gone from the closed guard to his legs up high, which would mainly be the armbar, triangle, omoplata. For those submissions, he needs the head at a sort of a 45-degree angle from the floor. So control the head, just let it up slightly and start to work those submissions. From the low guard submissions, when his legs were hooked underneath the legs, where we saw him pulling out the base, he can work kimuras when the hands are on the floor. He can work the guillotine. There we see him trying to work the triangle. So he's trying to push the arm down there between the legs, so he can get one arm through the legs and work that triangle choke. So he is looking to do the right thing. I just feel that the pressure is too much maybe here from Manzhuev. Every time he tries to work the right things, Manzhuev is shutting him down and landing big heavy strikes. We're halfway through round number 3 now. You're asking the question, what can Muralov do? I'm sure the corner are screaming at him what they want him to do. He must be thinking, what can I do? Oleg Manzhuev, pressure, striking, control on the floor. and grinding away there with the strikes. Muralov will be working, looking for something. He's trying to push the head to the side, trying to work his hips out. He'll want to get those legs up. Controlling the head. He has not quit. He's took a lot of shots. He's behind here. Again, looking to force the arm, move the head. He's looking to work these arm bars and triangles. Again, back to that close guard, but he opens up, working the legs up high. Again, the chopping shots. Continued pressure from Manzhuev. He's just making it difficult enough for Muralov to get these legs up. Every time he starts to open up the guard and get his legs up, Manzhuev lands the heavy shots and he seems to go back down. See there, he's gone back to the low guard where he's trying to pull the base out, trying to take the power out of the strikes that are coming in from Manzhuev. Arm around the back of the head, holding him close, taking the power out. But he's got 45 seconds left here to try to get a win. Manzhuev with his arms underneath. Managed to trap his own arm. And there, the full guard again, locked up. And that closed guard. As he's looking to strike, he's not going to get a finish from underneath with strikes, that's for sure. Manzhuev seems happy and content to just grind away, work the body shots, then come over with the elbows to the head. It's a clear points win here from ground and pound for Oleg Manzhuev. Absolutely shut down Sergey Muralov from first bell to last. There you go. Not marked up in the slightest. And for me, a clear points win. And definitely there, when you look at the stats, he looks well ahead. As we hand over for the official announcement from our MC.
Уважаемые поклонники смешанных боевых единоборств, по итогам 3 раундов в этом поединке единогласным решением судей одержал победу Олег Манжуев, Кузня, город Анапа.
A clear points win there for Oleg Manzhuev, moving to 6 wins and 1 defeat.
Победой, памятные призы, подарки и, конечно же, традиционные общие фото на память. Ребята, прошу вас, мы аплодируем, а мы вас от всей души поздравляем и благодарим за поединок. Новых побед, новых свершений!
Just a replay. Oleg Manzhuev dominated Sergey Muralov in this lightweight contest. Pressure on the ground, ground and pound, coming forwards with powerful shots to the body with a punch and then big elbows over the top. That was a flare attempt, but it was a short left hook from Manzhuev that dropped Muralov back to the floor, and then the ground and pound onslaught continued.